This is another episode of my Help Me Please series where I share real fixes for photographers who are stuck in their business. And today we're talking all about being chaotic, disorganized, and overwhelming on the back end of your business. Listen, pretty pictures will not fix a broken system. When things are disorganized and chaotic on the back end of your business, you are more than likely leaving money on the table. You're more than likely letting potential leads or clients slip through the cracks and just not giving people the full client experience that you know you want to give. Right? When we think about leveling up our photography business, one of the most important things is really having organization on your back end systems, being prepared for the overflow that you are desiring to have in your photography business, right? And so when you do not have organization or systems or client workflows or just processes that you know that you repeat client to client, project to project, that you put clients through, then this is really going to do you more of a disservice than it is going to help you in your business. Because the truth of the matter is that structure equals freedom. When you have systems and organization and processes that you know that you do each and every time, then you start to free yourself up from doing all of the things, repeating tasks over and over and over. And also just like not having people fall through the cracks, right? Giving people that well-rounded client experience that you really want to give, preparing them before the session, having a great experience during the session, preparing them for what post session looks like, and just all your entire process from the beginning to end. Okay. So if you want to stop losing money and you want to stop missing out on clients or really undervaluing your client experience, you want to get out of this state of disorganization. It is time to get organized on the back end of your business. So what do I mean when I say organized? Well, I think there's levels to it, like anything. The first level of organization has to do with you actually having the business filed properly as a legitimate business, having an LLC, having an EIN number, having business bank accounts to separate your business funds from your personal funds, right? That is the first level of the organization when it comes to your business so that you are properly keeping your money separated, your personal money and your business money separated. Now, let me say this, there will be a season, especially when you're first starting, your first couple of years where your personal money is funding the business. That's very normal. But as you have different business expenses that come up and different business income that comes into the business, you want to make sure that you have that level of separation and that the business is properly filed with your state, with the government, so that you can take advantage of the tax write-offs and the benefits of actually being a business owner. So that's kind of level one when we think about organization. Level two has to do with really having systems and automations and utilizing tools out here that are available to you in order to really start to set up your client workflows, your client process, your client experience so that you're not repeating tasks over and over and over again. I remember when I first started as a photographer, I would find myself literally retyping an email, maybe a reply to an inquiry, or sending out the proposal, or sending out the invoice, or following up from a lead. I would retype these emails over and over and over again until I decided to get smarter about how I was working, until I wanted to get a little bit of time back so I can work on other things, right? And so canned emails or just CRM systems in general will really help you be able to do that. Now, the CRM system that I use in my business and have been using for years is HoneyBook. I absolutely love HoneyBook. So I have an affiliate link where you can get a discount off. I think it's 30% off of your HoneyBook membership. You can actually try it for free for 30 days. I'm going to put that right here in the show notes. HoneyBook is amazing. So I'm able to send proposals. I'm able to send invoices. I'm able to send contracts, questionnaires. I can take notes on the back end of my business to know about details that a client has shared with me, whether they did it in a consultation before they were actual client or they did it in a planning prep call of some sort, but that we had just details that I can then be able to go back to easily, quickly when their project comes up, and remind myself of the important details, the timeline, the things that they share with me so that I am ready and prepared for their session. Honeybook is amazing. I think of Honeybook or a CRM when I'm thinking it's time for me to log on and work in my business, or when it's time for me to really lock in and do some follow-ups or start to work on some client projects. Honeybook is what I open, and immediately my brain is like, let's go to work. Okay. So a CRM such as Honeybook is an example of that. A lot of times your gallery systems will also have studio management and different tools for you to use within your right there in the gallery system. Also an affiliate for CloudSpot. I use CloudSpot for my gallery delivery. Love them. And they have upgraded their studio manager so much. So maybe if you're not quite ready to get a full CRM system like Honeybook, but you already have a gallery system or you're looking for a gallery system, definitely check out the link for CloudSpot below. You also get a discount on that because you are in my world and in my community. And you can utilize that studio manager along with the gallery delivery. The gallery delivery just makes your photos look so much more beautiful when you deliver them. They're not a small little thumbnail. It just really lays out the gallery in a way that is visually appealing, and it makes the delivery just overall one of the most exciting parts of your client experience. Okay. And so you can use it as a gallery delivery, but you also can use their studio manager to send invoices, to send questionnaires, to schedule meetings and calls that you have with clients. So there's a lot of tools that are available for us so that we can get more organized in the back end of our business, because organization is what equals more money, more freedom, and less overwhelm. Because the truth of the matter is that every confident CEO has a client process. Every confident photographer CEO has a client process. Okay. The workflow that you send someone through from the point of inquiry all the way up to the point of the final delivery of the gallery, or maybe even your ordering session with them, whatever your process is, the communication step points, that workflow that you like to take clients through so that no one is slipping through the cracks. And then once you know that, you start to automate certain touch points of communication. You start to automate certain things so that you don't have to repeat and do them over and over and over again. Once they are in your system, or once they are in your flow, your automation workflow, things just happen based on maybe the time, right? So their session date might be on December 15th, for example. And leading up to that session date, you might have 3 or 4 different communication touch points just to prep them. Maybe one's to schedule a call, maybe one's just to ask about outfits, and one is just a reminder of the session, right? Like, these are things that you can automate. And so that things don't feel so overwhelming and unorganized on the back end. Okay. So when you're trying to level up as a CEO, it's really important that you get out of the chaotic feel that you might have in your back end of your business, and you start to take things a little bit more serious. You start to outline that client workflow and that client uh, experience that you want to provide your clients, so that they can really feel the value of working with you. I say all the time that it's so much what we do as photographers is not just press a button on a camera, right? It's so much deeper than the images. It's how you make people feel. It's how you make people feel seen and valued and cared for. And it's all in the small details. So get out of the chaotic state and being disorganized, and become more organized and more structured by having systems and automations, right? In your business, so that you can easily run people through your process, your workflow. They can have a great experience and nothing falls through the cracks, and you feel really good about what you are providing, the service and the value that you are providing. This is exactly what I've helped so many of my clients do, is implement these type of systems: Honeybook, Dipsado, 17 Hats, CloudSpot, whether you are using PickTime, all of these uh, Shoot Proof is also another one. There's all of these different applications and programs where we can help you set up systems and automations so that things run easily and gives you a little bit of your time back. And there's no better feeling than having automations and things and processes for your clients, because now you feel super confident in, even more confident in your pricing, even more confident in your experience, and even more confident in your ability to provide a great overall client experience and also beautiful images. It's the both and that's what we want to do when we're speaking to becoming a pro photographer or making more money or charging more. Like, it's not just about upping your price, it's also about upping your back end, right? Upping your value, creating processes and workflows and systems in the back end that help you sustain and take people through a great client experience. Okay. So this is the type of work that we do inside of my Elevate program. Elevate is my signature coaching program for photographers, and we will be open enrollment for Elevate in just a matter of weeks. So stay tuned. Okay. Stay tuned. If you want to learn a little bit more about Elevate, you can go to elevate.raywhitney.com. I'll also put the URL below. And we have a couple other goodies that we will be sharing with you all over these next couple of weeks. But if your business is given disorganized or a bit chaotic, or you're feeling overwhelmed by the back end, then that's probably a telltale sign that it's time for you to get a little help so that you can increase your prices, but feel confident about them, but also really increase your client experience, improve your client experience so that you can serve people better and that you are prepared for the influx, for the more that you are desiring in your business. Preparedness is key. If everybody that you wanted, all the bookings came today, would you be ready? I want you to really ask yourself that question. Would you be ready to serve them, to help them, to seamlessly pull them through a process, through systems that can kind of take you out of all of the doing, right? We can't do all of it. That's why systems and tools, automations, workflow, help is available for you. And this is the type of work that we do inside of Elevate. I hold your hand and help you really understand what that looks like, outlining the steps, outlining what it takes, helping you implement this into the different CRM tools and applications and programs that you use. So stay tuned for the enrollment of Elevate. I'm so excited about it. This is for the 2026 year, where we're just going to take off in your business and help you become a more confident CEO and business owner. Okay. So I will see you next week in my Help Me Please series for week 3. If this resonated or spoke to you, please make sure that you comment below, subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. I should have said that at the top of the video. Make sure you subscribe as we are growing our YouTube channel here. And come over on Instagram and let me know how you like this video and if it helped you out. I would really love that. Okay. I'll talk to you guys later and see you in the next episode. Okay. Bye.